you're going to put yourself in front of them, and with today's modern technologies, with today's methods, online methods, it doesn't even cost a lot of money if you want to do it yourself. It doesn't, it's not expensive, but you should have marketing really down to a T, so that you know if you're going to spend one coin, that you're going to get 1.4 or 1.6 or 2.5 coins back every time you pull the trigger. That is what proper marketing is. It's an investment, it isn't a cost. If you're thinking marketing is an investment, great, we're on the right track. If you're thinking marketing is a cost, you really need to be listening to me every single day and learning something, because it shouldn't be like that. And you cannot grow your business, you cannot scale your business unless you do proper marketing. And whether you like it or not, you're probably not really in the restaurant business. Your main business is marketing. You really need to be listening to this kind of stuff. You need to read the report. Whether you throw it in the bin afterwards, I don't know, but it's going to give you so many ideas. It's going to give you so many aha moments, those thoughtful kind of moments where you think, damn, why didn't I think of that myself? And that's what we're going to do here. There's so many good things within the report. There's so many good things that's just given away for free. It's going to tell you how you can maximize the little bit of marketing budget that you might have, no matter how small you are, and to the massive marketing budget to really dominate your marketplace. And even small people can dominate their marketplace. Now, how does that happen? Well, it's so easy these days to have multiple listings in Google Top 10 for the first page in Google. Now, when I tell people that, they often think, another salesman, another bullshit, sorry for the language, but I'm just going to be me here. That isn't the case. Look, anybody can get in the top 10 of Google if you go for the right keywords. If you identify the right keywords, you can get in there. Now, what we'll be looking for is the keywords that have got low competition, that have got high search, and that is what we call the long tail. Now, within the restaurant market, and I've been looking in the UK for the past 2 weeks, and I'm shocked. I am really shocked what I'm seeing online, and it's actually the lack of what I'm seeing online. Anybody who uses this system, anybody who reads this report, I'm going to give you the pathway to be able to dominate your market, and very easily. And guess what? It's not even going to take months. I'm not an SEO guy. I'm a search engine marketing guy. And you know, SEO is very important. It's still important. You cannot disrespect the people who are doing that. But you know what? I can hit Google multiple times, and it doesn't take me months. Sometimes it takes me only a few hours. Yeah. Seriously, it only takes a few hours sometimes, and it's fantastic what it can do for your business. If you're aiming for the right keywords, if you learn how to identify the right keywords for your business, identify your own niche, to identify your own marketplace, and I bet you when you go looking for it, people are not looking, people are not using it. I can tell immediately as soon as I do a Google search that people are not using this stuff. They are just not using it. You should be doing a lot of videos, you should be blogging, you should be doing so many things. There's use of social media, there's use of websites like our social networks that are like Facebook, and there's Twitter, and Twitter can actually take over from SMS marketing, which is really expensive. That's the kind of stuff we'll be showing you, but we'll be showing you in details. I'm not just going to throw an idea right there and make you think, well, how do I use that? How do I find out more information? The information you need is going to be in the report, enough to get started. If you want to go deeper, if you want to do it professionally, if you want to have it done professionally, you really need to be talking to us, and that's what we can do for you. Now, the secret to all this, really the secret to all of this, is being able to outsource. You're never going to be able to do all this yourself. You cannot make your staff do this unless, look, if you're going to employ somebody, even if you employ somebody to replace me, for example, you think that my services sounds great, but you want to bring somebody full-time in to do this for your company. It's going to cost you minimum £50,000–60,000 per year, minimum $60,000–70,000 per year to bring in somebody with the expertise that we've got to be able to make this happen. Now, apart from doing that, you're still going to have to pay for the content to get created. You're still going to have to pay for the content to be distributed. You're still going to have to pay for all this other stuff, and it's all coming down to outsourcing. Now, what we're going to do for you is we're going to show you how to outsource. I'm even going to offer you an outsource service where it costs a fraction of what it would cost in the UK to get things done. Now, I'm not doing that because I want to take business from UK companies. I want to create wealth within your industry. I want to create wealth within the restaurant community so that it attracts people to come into a restaurant, gives them a good time, show them how to show you how to do this at low cost to give them great value that doesn't cost them a lot of money, because if you can cut down on your marketing costs You can also cut down on the money you're charging your customers, no? Today that's important. If you want to bring people in the doors, you need to give them good value for money. And if you recognise that your buyers don't have a lot of money right now, and that's why your restaurant is empty or not as full as what it should be, then you have to be creative. I'm going to show you a lot of things that can teach you that. But let's get back to what I was talking about, which is the social networks and things like that. Look, your best marketing tool today is your customers. They're talking about you, they're writing reviews, they're reading reviews, they're looking at menus online. If you've not got some presence there and somebody else has, if you're an Italian restaurant in Edinburgh or London or wherever, and somebody's searching for Italian restaurants in Edinburgh and your restaurant isn't there, if you're not blogging, if you haven't got videos, you can have videos in there show somebody how to make a carpaccio. And just that one video will make people think, hey, that's interesting, I want to go and see that place. You know, it's just so easy to get involved. It's so easy to join in that conversation. It's so easy to get your video onto Facebook, to get people talking about it, to invite them to join you, to become a fan of you, whatever you want to do on there. But you need to do it properly. You do need to do it properly. You need a professional to help you, whether it's going to be us, whether you're going to try and do it yourself. It might take you a little bit of time, but I will show you how to do it. But if you're going to go and hire somebody to do this, beware, because it's going to cost you a lot more money, and plus you're still going to have to pay for your content. Now, what we're going to do later, I'll tell you about my services later, but actually I'll just tell you quickly about my services now. What we're going to do is we're going to show you how to outsource. We will guide, we will show you the strategy, we will make it happen for you, and then we can break it down. You know, do you want videos created? We will show you how to. You can either do it yourself, you can have it done professionally for very little cost, and you can have everything optimized. You still need to do a bit of SEO. It doesn't have to be in-depth SEO. In fact, I'm going to show you one of the videos later how to do SEO and four easy steps. Really just 4 things you really need to know about SEO if you do the things I'm going to tell you. And the first thing we're going to tell you to do is to use WordPress to create a blog, and most of that comes already optimized if you use the tools and plugins that we show you how to do. Anyway, we can do all that for you again, but if you want to do it yourself, that's fine. Outsourcing is so easily done if we're using people in say Philippines, for example. They all speak English very well. It's easy to communicate with them. And my 12 years in international recruitment is giving me a lot of contacts, especially in those countries. And guess what? All my agencies that I was using there, they haven't got any business. I've got them learning this stuff so that we can give this stuff to you. And we've got at the moment probably about 40 people being trained in different aspects of internet marketing, of online marketing. We've got people learning how to do Facebook properly. We've got people who are specialists in creating videos. We've got people who have SEO specialists over there. And you think a Filipino can't do SEO? Don't kid yourself. They are very, very good. They're very, very hard-working people. We've got people in Eastern Europe who can do programming, who can create databases, who can do lots of different things. But we don't want to get into complicated things. What we want to do is keep this really simple, get it going, get it moving, and put you into a position that you can easily find this stuff, because we are doing to you what I want you to do to your customers. We're going to put ourselves in front of you for people who are searching. Now, if you're looking for this right now, the chances are that you've found it on the internet. You might have found us because you were looking for online marketing for restaurants, online marketing for pubs or whatever. We put ourselves deliberately in front of you then. I want you to do the same for your customers. I want you to be easily found by your customers so that you can take things to the next level.